Today we will talk about a topic that exists in every person's life, yet very few truly understand it. The topic is pain and our mental reaction to pain. We usually think pain means a physical problem. We got injured somewhere, or we're sick, so it hurts. But the truth is deeper than that. Pain doesn't happen only in the body, a large part of pain is created inside the mind. Notice something. If two people get the same injury, one can tolerate it, the other cannot. Why? Because pain is not just nerve signals traveling to the brain, pain is a combined experience of the body and the mind. Pain begins in the body. When a part of the body is injured, inflamed, or has a problem, the nerve sends signals to the brain. The signal says, something is wrong here. But that's not the end. The real drama begins after the signal reaches the brain. The brain doesn't just receive information, it interprets it. And that interpretation depends on your past experiences, fears, beliefs, mental state, and even your mood at that moment. Imagine you get a small cut on your hand. If you are calm, you think, okay, it's just a small cut. But if you've seen a serious accident before, or you get scared easily, that same small cut may feel like a big danger to you. Then the pain feels stronger. This is where mental reaction comes in. Pain is a physical signal, but suffering is a mental experience. These two are not the same. The body sends pain, the mind builds a story around that pain. The mind starts saying, what if this pain doesn't go away? Do I have a serious disease? Will I ever be the same again? These thoughts multiply the pain. Because when the brain feels fear, the body becomes tense, muscles tighten, breathing becomes shallow. As a result, blood circulation decreases, tension increases, and the pain grows worse. So physical pain plus mental fear creates double suffering. One very important thing: pain is not always the enemy. Pain is actually the body's alarm system. Without pain, humans wouldn't survive. If you put your hand in fire and felt no pain, your hand would burn and you wouldn't even realize it. The problem starts when the mind keeps holding on to the pain even after the signal should have ended. Sometimes the physical issue has reduced, but the person still feels pain. This happens because the brain has used that pain pathway again and again until it becomes a habit. This can be called pain memory. The brain learns. If you think about pain every day, fear it, and keep checking, is the pain still there? The brain understands, this pain is very important. Then it starts sending stronger pain signals. This is how mental reaction makes pain long-lasting. Now the question is, how does mental reaction work? First, fear. Fear increases pain. When you think, this pain is dangerous, the body goes into fight or flight mode. Heartbeat rises, muscles tighten. This tension itself increases pain. Second, resistance. We try to push pain away. We say, why is this happening? This shouldn't be happening. This resistance agitates the mind even more. Ironically, the more we hate the pain, the more the mind focuses on it. Third, storytelling. The mind creates scary future stories. I might become disabled. My life is over. In reality, the situation may not be that bad. But these stories keep the body in stress, and stress intensifies pain. Fourth, identity. Some people slowly make pain part of their identity. I am a pain patient. Then the mind doesn't want to let go of pain, because it has become part of who they think they are. Now we come to the most powerful point: attention. Where the mind goes, the experience grows. If you spend all day focusing on pain, the pain intensifies. If your mind is elsewhere, pain often feels much less. You'll notice, when you're engaged in something enjoyable, pain feels smaller. But if you sit alone doing nothing, pain feels stronger because the mind zooms in on it. Here's where training the mind comes in. When you see pain not as an enemy but as a sensation, this is what my body feels right now, your fear decreases. You don't fight the pain, you simply observe it. Freedom lies within this observation. When you notice the pain but don't build stories around it, pain and suffering become separate. The body's sensation remains, but the mental suffering decreases. Often we say, "It hurts so much," but what's really happening inside is pain plus fear plus anger plus frustration. When these mental layers are removed, the pain feels cut in half. Another crucial aspect is acceptance. Acceptance does not mean surrender. Acceptance means acknowledging reality. Right now, there is pain. When you acknowledge it, the mind stops struggling. When the struggle stops, the body relaxes a little too. Understanding the relationship between pain and mental reaction increases your control over yourself. You learn to say, "The pain is in the body, but most of the suffering is in the mind. I don't need to create a story around it. I can observe the sensation without getting lost in it." This understanding turns a person from a victim into an observer. One last thing to remember: when pain comes, we usually say, "I wish it weren't here." But pain is part of life. Where there is a body, there are sensations. Mental suffering, however, is not mandatory. If you gradually learn to notice the pain, reduce fear, avoid storytelling, relax the body, and breathe deeply, then pain will not control you. You will remain steady even amidst the experience of pain. This is true strength. The body's sensation will be there, but the mind will remain clear, calm, and aware. Pain will no longer be just a symbol of suffering, it will become a message from the body, something you listen to, understand, but do not collapse under.